Okay, let's get motivated. We're going to do 3 pieces of a flowchart. Call it a web spinner. So we'll start out here and type in web spinner for a new workspace. And it'll be 3 text and blocks, or text and shapes, I guess is what they're called. So the first one will be technology validation. You can name it whatever you want. It will matter later, but these are more important, 2 lines of text. And for a font family, we'll use Lucinda console. We'll just leave the depth as it is. For the text, we'll go ahead and use white. We'll use a bright white, just an E color. And we'll go ahead and do a box. And for the color, we'll go with a bright black. Go 8. Whoop. By 4. We'll open it in a new window. So there's what he looks like. We'll go ahead and we'll leave him open, I guess. It doesn't matter. We'll create another block. This time we'll use, there's 2 images. Here's a Firebase SVG and Babylon SVG that we use for WebGL. So we'll use these for the textures this time. First we'll add the web and shape. We'll call it WebGL. We'll just make it 1 line. We'll go ahead and use Bookman here. Make it 0.5, get a little more depth. And we'll make the color. You can also override or overflow a diffuse. So 1 is the max, but 2 causes it to emit. So for the shape, we'll go ahead and use a cube this time. And we'll make it 4 by 4 by 4. Open a new window. And there's the cube. We'll take a look at changing the shape texture. So we'll go ahead and look at the children here. Here's the shape, and we'll open him in a new window. And we'll go ahead and change the shape to Babylon, or the material name, and then we'll go create that material. Well, here we'll create the texture first. Whoop. We'll name it Babylon, and then we'll use a file for it. You can use a ping or something else too, but SVG is used here. And then if we do click the has alpha, it'll make it see-through. So then now we need to create a material. We can call this Babylon. And so you'll see it changed back here. Okay, and we'll create one more. We'll call it real time. One line this time. We'll use impact. Make the depth 0.1. We'll use blue as the color again. We'll make it a cylinder. Horizontal. We'll go ahead and just leave the shape empty. Material. And we'll make it plenty big. We'll go 8 by 6 by 5. Open that in a new window. So here's what we start with. Actually, that's not what we wanted. We wanted the cylinder the other way. We want it vertical. So we'll go ahead and delete that. So if we come back here and do that, we can open this in a new window. And that's how we want it. We want it to look like a database cylinder. I guess that's cylinder vertical. So if we look at the cylinder shape here and we go visit him, we can type in Firebase for the material. And then we can go back over here. We can work on making that material. We don't have this texture yet, but we'll do the same thing again. We're using this both. And then we'll create a texture with an upload. Okay, and then we'll go back to we didn't name our shape right. We'll call it Firebase here. Our material, there we go. Now it shows up on here. Let's look back on here. What we want to do is get him fixed up here. So we'll go ahead and go -1 on the scale, and that'll flip him. And then we want them a little bit different size, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll scale him too. And then we can push him down just a little bit, I think with like a 0.5, 0.2, 0.1, and then we'll raise the text up. So we'll go ahead and close this. We come in here and take a look at the frames and the text. We can go ahead and put 2 on that. Whoops, that's the wrong one. 2.5 maybe. So then we get real time with Firebase. So there's our 3 shapes. Whoops, we don't have to keep them open. WebG spinner part 2. We'll add a block to rotate to create our spinning motion. So we'll go ahead and name this block spinner. For dimensions, we'll give it 15 by 15, which is the height and the width. You can show the bounds and I guess the grid's not going to matter on this one. So we'll go ahead and add our 3 blocks in, or link them in. WebGL, and we'll add a frame to that. We'll position them at 5, 5, and then we'll go ahead and add another block. And we'll put him at -5, 5, and then we'll add a 3rd block. Whoop. Firebase, and we'll position him at -5, so we have kind of equidistant spacing. Okay, and the outer frame, we'll go ahead and add 2 frames. One will be, we'll make it a 10-second rotation. And we'll go ahead and go 360 degrees. And 0 up here. So if we push play on him, he rotates. We'll fix the positioning of the children. So if we go and get the first child, here we can go ahead and hit this button. It'll make it easier to select the children. We can go ahead and add an additional frame. We can use 100% here. And we can go -360 degrees. And they'll start out uneven. This is a little glitch when in the editor, but it's okay in the viewer. We'll add another block here, or excuse me, another frame, and we can go 100% again. And I'll show you why that matters in a moment. But the same deal, we go minus 360. And on the last block, whoop, let me go back to the frames. And I don't think we added 100% out here. So what that does is this 100% calculates the outer frame time, which is 10 seconds. So if we go out here, we'll go ahead and refresh the page, and then this will get the rotations even. And so that's the web spinner.